Welcome back. Mother's Day is this weekend, and as the holiday inches closer, you might be looking for something to give your mom, and flowers are, of course, the perfect gift. You can never go wrong. Jenna Lafever from the Plant Palace in Erwin is here with me today to show us how to make the perfect Mother's Day bouquet. Jenna, thanks for coming in today, and of course for bringing all of this.
You know, we had to spice up the studio, add some color. We're glad to be here.
Yes.
So I shared this with them earlier. I was like, you know, my husband and I bought this recently, and I'm not there all the time, so I'm a beginner florist.
Oh, so this is even more perfect for our viewers.
Exactly. Now we've got seasoned designers that are at the studio, or not at the studio, at our shop, making arrangements like this, but they're a little tied up with Mother's Day orders, so y'all got me, and I'm doing a beginner arrangement.
Well, you're going to do great. Look at all this that she already brought in. She's already, you know, on a good track.
That's right. We're trying. So I will just share kind of what we're doing here to start with. I've got this low base vase here, just a round cylinder. I've got it filled all the way up with water, and then I started with a hydrangea grid. So this is just 3 large hydrangeas and 3 small hydrangeas. And that's just going to kind of give us a base to work with where we can tuck other flowers in there and they'll stay in place. Some florists use flower tape to grid it off, and some people just use greenery to grid it off. We're going to use the hydrangeas as our grid, and then to snip them, we're going to clean off all of our stems, strip your stems of any leaves. You want no leaves in your water because your flowers will go bad faster if there's leaves contaminating it. So strip your stems, and then when you go to cut, you want to cut at an angle. I try to keep my container a little closer to the edge of my counter so I know about where I want to snip. And sometimes, for me, it takes a couple snips to get it right.
That's okay. You can always, you know, go shorter.
That's right. You want to give yourself a little room. Give yourself a little room.
Start long, everybody.
That's right. So I'm going to go in now and just tuck in some of these little peach colored roses. Oh, look.
So beautiful.
Here's one that I hadn't cleaned yet. So with a rose, there's usually guard petals on them. I already told him I'm making a mess in the studio.
It's okay. We'll clean it up after.
Clean it up.
Any viewers that want to come help, just let us know.
Yeah. If you need rose petals. And then any stems. This one doesn't have any thorns, so we're good there. And then we're just going to come in and cut that.
Now, what is the best way to get the thorns off?
So you can use, you can take your finger and just pinch them off.
Okay.
You can also use a little knife. You could get this at Hobby Lobby, on Amazon. That's just a little floral knife. If you're not using a floral knife, please be careful. They are sharp.
They are sharp,
and you would just come in here and just pick them right off.
Okay, easy peasy.
It is, yeah, it's really easy. Let's go there. So I like to use odd numbers. So I've got 5 roses, and see that one's moving around. So I'm actually going to stick it inside the flower there to kind of hold it in place. And then I've got one more rose here, if I can get it out of my bucket. And we're going to clean it off and then put it in there. And then we're going to go in with some line flowers, which will give it some height.
Okay.
And really, I know Mark has a ton of hydrangeas.
Yes, Mark's a big flower guy, for folks that don't know.
A lot of people have hydrangeas in their backyard. So this is an arrangement that you could probably put together pretty easily with just some roses. And I mean, honestly, if you wanted to call it done, you could. We're going to go in now with some line flowers. So this is stock. And like a lot of florists, us included, we sell loose flowers, so you could always get it from the florist.
What a great idea to come in and pick out a couple flowers and kind of make your own arrangement.
Yeah, we have people that come and just shop our cooler. You know, they're like, hey, I just have some vases I want to fill up at home. And then we've also got, I brought this with me to show you guys. This is a little flower stem arranger.
Yes, I was going to ask as we get ready to kind of wrap things up here.
Yeah.
This is a great option, especially too if you've got little kids. I know little kids are always giving mom and everybody else flowers. That's one of their favorite things to do.
You go outside, you grab one of these, you pick whatever you've got in your backyard. Some people might have more than others. If you have some peonies, Mark, I'm talking to you. Go get you some peonies, put those in there. Even greenery. So this is called Veronica. So I'm tucking some of this in now. It's got a lot of texture, a little wave to it. So we're gonna go in now with that and add some texture there. And honestly, for me, if I had 20 minutes here, I could fill this thing up. I know we've only got a few minutes, but you can make an arrangement really quickly and easily.
So pretty, and I love the colors. Well, again, Mother's Day is this weekend. Are you still taking orders for this weekend?
We are. We are hard at work at the Plant Palace. So we're based in Erwin. We've got a storefront downtown. Please come see us. But we deliver to a lot of your viewing area. We deliver to Johnson City, to Jonesboro, Elizabethton, and then we do some orders outside of that too.
All right. Well, Jenna, thank you so much for coming here on First at 4. And again, don't forget that you can call them for all of your Mother's Day needs. We'll be right back.